Aloha, it's me, Dashima. I am going to be sharing what I call Universal Energy Updates, which is a way that you can understand what's happening in the universe based on astrology, a little bit of numerology, and some current events. So we can sort of predict how this next couple of months or even years will unfold and plan accordingly. I knew about this massive shift that we've been experiencing for the past few years because of astrology. Everybody that's into astrology knew about this. So basically, Pluto in Capricorn met Saturn in Capricorn, and historically, when those two very powerful planets that bring up a lot of dark shadow energy come together in the house of Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn, then historically it has been known to bring up a lot of intense energy on the planet. So in the past, this was when like the American Revolution happened, and when different riots broke out, and like massive shifts on the earth in the past, and then we're experiencing that again right now. So besides for Capricorn and Pluto, Saturn and Aquarius, we have Neptune in Pisces, which is also like this energy about spiritual awakening. So we have a global spiritual awakening happening, but sometimes in the beginning of a spiritual awakening, it can bring up all the darkness, all the shadows, anything that's out of alignment with the vibration of harmony and peace, and just out of alignment with the harmony of the universe. Anything that's not in that high vibration will come up to be healed. And that's what's happening right now with the riots on the earth, all the racism that's been a disease of humanity for thousands of years coming up, and the pandemic, all of this kind of like home quarantining, and the global collapse of the economy. It's just like every single system that's not functioning to serve the people is in the midst of a major collapse and a restructuring. So on a universal level, we can look at this in a very positive way if we choose to. We can see that it's like the dark night of the soul. You have to go through the darkness in order to get to the light. And that's where we're at right now. We're in the midst of that darkness, and it's really, really difficult for most of humanity right now to be facing this. And at the same time, the end result that we are moving towards is unity and oneness consciousness and living in 5D. So there are 3 different levels of consciousness that have been playing themselves out on the planet. One of them is 3D. That's like where there's a lot of conflict and most people in survival mode and competition and ego, and that's where most of humanity has been playing out for a very long time. 4D is the shift. It's moving out of that egocentric like living into the heart-centric. So starting to see that other things outside of the self are important, starting to see kind of the interconnectedness of things, and starting to desire a better future, like something more about harmony and unity with life itself and with each other and our brothers and sisters. And then as we move into 5D living, so 5D, 50th dimension, is based on oneness and love consciousness. So truly seeing beyond the physical realm into the realm of the soul, and being able to see that realm, we can treat each other differently, we can live in harmony and peace, we can support each other, we feel the divine guidance of source energy and the universe in our lives, we feel abundant, we don't feel lack or competition, we want to support each other and love each other and live together in harmony on this beautiful planet and help the planet in every way possible, and to restore the ecosystems of Mother Earth. So this is the 5D. This is where we're headed, and this is what we really want to see all people on Earth moving into that energy. But right now we're in the awakening. So the awakening is moving from 3D to 4D, and then 4D to 5D. So the people who have been living mostly in 4D and 5D are the light workers, people that have been, sharing the message of, awakening, of healing, of, alignment, of vibration, of yoga, meditation, and all of the, like the ways that we have available to us to heal and awaken into these higher vibrations. So at this time, we have a couple of major things coming up that are going to continue to shake everybody to the core. So starting on Friday, we have a eclipse portal opening up. Every year we have 2 eclipse portals. We have the summer one, and then we have one in the winter. So this one in the summer is starting June 5th. We have a lunar eclipse, and this is going to be in Sagittarius and Gemini. So anybody with those in their chart, in their planetary chart, is going to feel even more affected, but everybody should probably feel affected by this. So Gemini rules our communication, it's ruled by Mercury, so there's a lot of energy around communication and speaking up for your rights and the truth, and then Sagittarius is all about expansion, so people wanting liberation and freedom. And these are the dominant energies right now on the planet. And then June 21st, we'll see a solar eclipse. So this is in the Cancer Capricorn axis. So this is when, like, if you have Cancer or Capricorn in your chart, you're going to feel it even more, but everybody will feel this. And the Cancer energy is like that nurturing, self-love, self-care, your home energy, nourishment, family. And then Capricorn is like business and structure and kind of like the financial systems and everything like that. So the financial systems are crumbling. The energies of the homes are being shaken awake. And so this is what this is all about. If these energies for you are already in harmony, then you'll likely be a leader in this, to be able to help others through this, because that's the best thing you can do. Is, if you aren't going through the dark night of your soul right now, is help those who are by being a beacon of hope and light for humanity. So that's what you can do. If you're wondering, what can I do? We're in the midst of the pandemic, we're in the midst of the riots, we're in the midst of, now we're going into martial law, we have like a civil war in the United States. I mean, it's getting real. And I'm only coming on here to share because I feel it's a responsibility. If I have this information, I need to let you know and give you this knowledge so that you can do with that what you feel. But the best thing you can do is have the knowledge and choose what you're going to do with it. If I was going to give some advice, because as we go into this eclipse portal, and the final eclipse is July 5th, and that one's also in Capricorn and Cancer. So this eclipse portal is truly a mass shift. We're moving away from the Cancer Capricorn eclipse portal that we've been having for 3 years, and we're going to move into now the Gemini Sagittarius eclipses. So that'll happen for another like 2 or 3 years. But basically, this is how the planet, influenced by the universe and the solar system and the other planets outside of Earth, influences how we evolve as a species and what we need to work on together as a global human family, and also individually in our own lives. And the more that we see our similarities, and the more that we realize we're all in this together, we're all working on ourselves through this massive global awakening. And whatever level you're at in the spectrum of this awakening is going to determine how much you will suffer, and how much anger and rage and frustration and sadness and purging of the old darkness is going to be needed. And then if you've already done a lot of that, then you'll be in a different group, which will be more like helping others through that, and being a way shower and a light bearer and holding the torch for humanity to step towards the light. And what does the light really mean? The light is love. The light is oneness consciousness. The light is unity. The light is us feeling interconnected with each other and recognizing our similarities more than our differences, and being able to hold space for each other with love and compassion, and listening and really truly caring about each other, and holding each other's hands through this difficult time on Earth. Because right now, like I said, everything is crumbling. The old structures are not going to be ever again the way that they were. Racism is ending. Unity consciousness is being born from this. I'm excited. But in the darkest moment, which is now, we have to just keep praying and pray and meditate and love and show up and do what you can and work on yourself and work on ourselves and share the truth and be the light as much as possible, and support each other, support the Black community as we are making this transition into unity consciousness, so that we can let everybody know that we're here for you. We love you. We see you. I see you. I want to support you in every way possible. I'm here for everyone. And as a community, we must do that for each other. And the best way to do it is communicate, speak out. If you have a gift that you can share your gifts. Right now is the time to share and to give and to be there as much as possible for each other as we're all going through this together as one big human family. And there's a lot of understanding that this is not happening necessarily just by coincidence. There's actually a larger picture than most people are aware of, and this is coming from some very, very elite, powerful people that are at cause of a lot of this, and that was what caused most of the structures in the beginning that were so unhealthy, like all of the racism, and a lot of this was all in the name of power and greed and control, and so those structures are crumbling. But the more we're aware of it, the more that we can take our power back and the power to the people, and we can be the leaders in this, and we can stand up for each other, and we can stand up for ourselves, and we say, we're not going to take this. We're going to stand in the firm truth and in alignment with source energy and with light, and do what we're here to do, which is live in alignment with our purpose and serve the world in the best possible way. And so if you see other people who are struggling and suffering, reach out or just offer kind words of support and love. The last thing anybody needs right now is, any kind of negative comments or judgment or criticism or anything like that. I've been seeing that a lot online, and it needs to stop. I haven't seen it in our community, but just in general out in the world, I've been seeing a lot of people just, spreading negative hate and putting each other down because they don't know where else to project their negative energies. And so if you find people doing that in your community or in your life, then this is how you can deal with that. First of all, recognize that hurt people hurt people. So if somebody's out there doing that and it's affecting you, recognize that they need healing, and then send them healing, send them love from your heart. Be that living example, like Gandhi, like Mother Teresa, like Jesus, whoever you look to as a source of inspiration. All of the great masters throughout time always did the same thing, which was to just stand firmly in the truth with love and compassion, no matter what. And if somebody's, in their anger, in their sadness, in their pain, see them and see their soul and see the deeper message here, which is that they're crying out for help. And if it's possible, help them. If not, send them where they can get some help, because really that's what they're calling out for help. And this is something that is going to happen more and more. So this is escalating towards a bigger picture than most people even realize, because the structures are all crumbling, but it's literally happening one by one, globally, country by country. We're seeing it happen everywhere. And what I suggest, if you're looking for maybe some guidance and some light, connect to communities that are spreading light. Plug into the positive energy and stay connected to that and stay focused on that, and take this time to go inward and really look to your inner guidance and ask God and Source in your meditations and prayers, what is the best next step for my life? How can I best serve? And how can I be a beacon of light for this world in this time? Or if you're going through the dark night of your soul, ask in your prayer, please send me the solution. Send me the healers, send me the guides, send me the angels. Or you can just offer your thanks, offer gratitude, and just say, thank you. Thank you, God, for this life, everything that you have. You know, even if it's something as simple as having a home, having food on the table. Start with that. Breath in your lungs. For this life, just thankful for the simple, basic things. And then start to watch as more beautiful blessings can show up as you move into the energy and the vibration of gratitude on a regular basis. So if you find yourself in chaos or stress, go back to your meditation, go back to your gratitude, go back to your community, plug into the positive energy, get yourself out of the negative vibrations of stress and fear and hatred or anger or rage or self-criticism or doubt or criticism of others, judgment of others, the traumas that are being triggered, and work through those with the guides and the helps that are available out there, and then move into gratitude and appreciation and unconditional love for one another, and we start to see humanity rising into a better vibration, rising into alignment with the oneness of and the unity of humanity. And that's where we're headed. That's the 5D. That's where we're headed. But the old paradigms, they need to be healed. So if you know people who are going through that, you know, hold space with them with love and compassion. But also, you know, get your distance if you need to, because some people are just going through so much. It's toxic and it's difficult to be around, and it'll bring you down. So you also have to have enough self-love and, you know, self-confidence to walk away from things that are toxic and that are dragging you down, and recognize if you're the one that's being toxic, and then apologize. You know, I do a lot of different work with people all over the world. We're doing like soul reclaiming ceremonies, cord cutting ceremonies, meditations, breath work, mantras, you know, so much work, EFT, NLP, you know, there's just so many practices that you can do, shamanism, modern shamanism, ways that you can shift your vibration, heal your traumas, and release the old broken links, the old broken programming, and move into a whole new reality for yourself, for your family, for your future. And this is all coming. So hold tight, don't worry, it's gonna be fine. And as we move into this eclipse portal, I'm leading a ceremony on Friday, on the first day of the eclipse on June 5th. It's going to be 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you'd like to join, the link will be below. And I would love to share this with you. We did it last week. It was so powerful. Everybody in the group had amazing healing shifts from that. We're just doing a second one because people had so many things, like 60 people, you know, on the list that they need to heal and forgive and let go and cut the cords, and that we're going to do a second one to just complete that list. You're welcome to join us. The link is below. But really, I just wanted to send this message of love and support to our community, and know that you are loved, you are supported, you're exactly where you need to be. And at the same time, if you need help, if you need guidance, feel free to reach out, leave a comment, let us know what you're going through right now, let us know what's on your mind, let me know what's in your heart. I just want to be of service in every way possible, and anything that I could do to help, I'm here for that. And if you want, leave a comment. Let me know if you'd like for me to post more of these universal energy updates. This one is about the eclipses. I want to kind of share more about these eclipses as we move through this month, because it's a very powerful time to let go of the old, recreate the new, step into a whole new reality for your life. It's actually quite exciting, but it might be challenging for some. So I want to help you through it as we're going through it together. So leave a comment. Let me know if that would be helpful. And I love you. Just know that I'm here for you. And I'm also going to be doing more live, online mantras, meditations, breath work, yoga, ways to raise the vibration, ways to heal, ways to release old traumas, and to really come together as a community, support each other, love each other, and harmonize our vibration so that we can be the light and raise the vibration of the planet. I love you. I'll see you again soon. Namaste.